Hello everyone, friends, this is Mozart. It's time for another important overview of the price of Wicca. So overall, all the trades. Yes, right now it's only Bitcoin and Ethereum that I'm sharing publicly. They are in the Telegram channel, meaning all the trades, limit orders, and so on are there. For now, I don't plan to share anything else in the general Telegram channel, but we might trade some Solana as well. I have two pending orders for Wicca, one for a short at 65 to 190 and one for a long at 61 to 170. I haven't changed anything yet. Accordingly, the two red lines are the trigger stops, with one above for short and one below for long. What is the current situation? The situation is becoming interesting. This video focuses solely on the technical aspects without blockchain. I briefly shared about the blockchain in Telegram today. You can read about the situation there, although there's much more interesting information that I will provide later. So look, we got tangled up in these main moving averages of 50, 100, and 200, and now we are pushing and trying to break through the 200 white moving average from the bottom up. Moreover, if we pay attention, we are also hitting the upper boundary of this descending orange channel. We are hitting it once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This makes it the 8th time. The upper boundary that we couldn't break through for 6 months, this boundary. Now we are starting to hit it again. The boundary itself is slightly higher. It is with this goal that I have a limit order for a short position set there. If they do try to break through, we'll see what this breakout will be like. Successful, unsuccessful, and so on. Strong, not strong. But it is already clear that we have a divergence forming on the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour chart for Wicca. Here is the divergence. 1, 2, 3. 3 rising highs, while we have, so to speak, 3 declining highs on the RSI, although it looks more like a plateau. And the same goes for the MACD. So, basically, yes, the situation is reversal and bearish if you look purely at the indicators. And it seems like it. Plus, the 200 moving average suggests it might go for a pullback. Well, at least, at a minimum, somewhere around here. Closer to the 60 mark, where I have my limit order for a long position. It all looks like this. It's simple. It's not a drop, not a dump. It's just a little pullback. To, for example, make another attempt. That's how it is. And I'll say right away, this can really happen. I mean, tomorrow, I believe the US GDP data is coming out. And if nothing miraculous happens there might be a pullback. I don't know. So, the chance of this is not small. I will say right away. But what else do we have? This consolidation that we are currently seeing, these pullbacks, they are being bought up and bought up even on volume at times. In other words, these prices are being absorbed. However, according to the indicators, this is not a pronounced divergence. As I mentioned, on the 4-hour chart, it is simply a sideways movement resembling a plateau. Well, within the sideways movement, there are these decreasing lows. Although everything is the same from the bottom and regarding the moving averages, we have an ascending sideways movement, but at the same time, it is unloading, 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 unloading. In general, such situations can serve as a continuation for growth. Sideways movement and such unexpressed divergences can be resolved without updating the lows, meaning without local trend reversals. Well, for example, here is the same picture, for instance. Something like, 2023, there was something very similar about a year ago. Well, here you go. So right here, these two levels of sideways movement. Here, the rising highs are decreasing. We are also unloading the MACD, so here the same thing happens. The highs are rising, here they are decreasing, and we are also unloading in a sideways movement and then flying up for a while, right? So basically, it could be the same now. But what is important to understand here? If we unload the indicators without going down for a retest, for example, at $60,000, this will already be a 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. But if we unload like this, move around, and then take off upwards, that upward move will be strong. It will be very strong. Just like it was about a year ago in November, right? And how strong it can be. Well, here it is essentially a reversal pattern. I'm taking its target based on the minimum. At the minimum, and there it goes for about $75,000. Update on the March high from March 14th of this year. And moreover, I will tell you right away, I think the price will go there anyway. The question is whether there will be a pullback to 60, or maybe even a little lower before going up, or we might just hover around here and then shoot up. That's how it is. I think, in any case, this figure is inevitable. Well, from my point of view, of course, I could be wrong, but everything seems to be pointing in that direction, both technically and in terms of the blockchain. And by the way, the timing is also starting to align. So, what can we conclude from this situation? For now, I'm only talking about Bitcoin. Why am I emphasizing this? Because it seems that dominance has even started to decline. In the last few days, this daily chart of dominance has been going down since September 19th, but altcoins have started to gradually shoot up. You can see that. So for now, I'm not changing my limit orders. For what purpose? Short. If it hits 65 to 190, that will be the upper boundary of this orange channel. This could be a false breakout, considering the triple divergence currently on the 4-hour chart, with a quick return down and a retest at 60, where the opposite limit order essentially serves as the take profit. I also mentioned this in my Telegram channel that the take profit is simply the opposite limit order, or we might immediately go for a retest right here at 60, maybe even at 59 and a half. My stop is at 5,700. If the daily closes below the red line, I will take a long position and wait for a return to 65. However, if I see a strong breakout, a strong candle on the daily with good volume, like one above R3 and the monthly pivot, if we manage to do it this month, if not, then next month. I won't wait for the stop. I will close this trade earlier. That is, well, for a smaller loss. In any case, I wouldn't place this short if I had nothing to protect. So, I have a large long portfolio, and any potential opportunity, even if it comes with a small delay, I will use right now to protect myself. Because if there is a correction, it will hurt me more if I do it without a short position. This is regarding Bitcoin. There is nothing more here. I've already written everything about Ethereum in Telegram. Now, interestingly, let's talk about altcoins. Total 3. The market capitalization of altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, remains the same target, $620 billion. Earlier in August, we tried to break through it, but we did not break through and did not hold above the mark of $620 billion. There is currently another attempt underway. Today we tried to break through again, but so far we can't establish ourselves above. Moreover, the most important and desirable thing is for the support to be not on the daily chart, but on the weekly chart, on the weekly time frame. Then the same will be formed, a reversal pattern, a double bottom with targets for total 3. For the minimum, I take it based on the bodies, not on the updates, but on the closure of the entire gap when the Iranian missiles flew into Israel April 12th to 13th, right here. This is the minimum target for altcoins, for total 3 for all altcoins. Some of them will perform better, some less so, but overall it will be approximately there. This is based on the minimum. If I take the maximum with the wick from August 5th, I think it will all go towards updating the March high. March high, April high, that is, at $780 billion. The minimum target I expect is around 700 to 720. That is 700 to 720. This is where I will make the decision on what to do next with the ICE. There will already be a good profit here, considering all the recent additions I made in both public and trading channels. And I will make a decision about what will happen with the market next, how the fund will perform, what the geopolitical situation will be based on seasonality, where we will be approaching, and where Bitcoin will be at that time. That's where I will make my decision. But not now. Right now, I think it's too early. We are testing this 200 moving average way too actively. How long has it been already? Once, twice, 3 times. We approach it from the bottom up for the 4th time, and we really want to break back through. Therefore, from my point of view, the probability of this event is still not small right now. Here are some general thoughts and an overall forecast. In the near future, I will also show you interesting data from the blockchain that signals something very significant is ahead. something very large. Just a trend over trend. I will probably show this in Telegram. Well, I might record a video. That's it. Thank you all. Have a good day. This was Mozart, and goodbye everyone.